But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
They go play action with Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Running left, it's Henry. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
When they got off the field on 3rd down, an excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Jackson's pass.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throwing is Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Yes, here we go.
On play action, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Nice rhythm fill there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This time they stay on the ground. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 122 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot. Ready? On a shot. Alpha.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
At the 24-yard line.
Get out! 180! 180! Press out! Sit up!
Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind
that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
No, we changed it.
To throw again is Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
There you go.
To throw is Prescott. Finding Pickens for another catch. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. A give to Williams, wide right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Play action now, Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Wester on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A gain of 3, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now it's Jackson. There's the stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? To throw is Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Henry running right. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Cowboys.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Yeah, there we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Throwing here, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott now. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
It's 2nd and inches at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
Now Prescott. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Aubrey now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.